Hello, it's Quarantine Shorty. We're putting live. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna wait till everybody come in. I'm not gonna be here long because I did have some other endeavors that I did want to engage in. And I just posted on my Instagram too that I wanted everybody to come in. So I'll slowly wait for that because there's a lot that I kind of like a lot that I want to say. Um, Especially with these new changes going on, your girl is changing too. So, um, as within, so without. Right. I want to announce the changes that I have been incorporated within myself. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to get into that. So, okay. As of now, I am no longer Shy the Gemini. Shy the Gemini is a deity that I needed at the time. However, it is time to move on and it is time to elevate. Okay. Now I am Shy the Sage. I feel like I'm in a new evolution in regards to my journey. I feel like I feel like I'm evolving so fast. Hi. I feel like I'm evolving really fast. Almost kind of a little too fast to be in a human body, which kind of scares me. I've been getting into Vedic astrology, Indian astrology too. So I really feel like that has a lot of effect on the way, kind of how I'm resonating with this body and this avatar, right? So it's no more Shy the Gemini. It is all Shy the Sage. So this is the name that, yeah, it is like one long meditation. Actually, it's crazy that you said that because I did pull some tarot and I got the Hanging Man in the reverse. So I'm going to briefly discuss that. But yeah, so I did want to give you a brief update on me. I'm not going to make this too long. So yeah, I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm really more. I've been doing a lot of DNA upgrades. I've been doing a lot of shadow work. A lot of shadow work. Um, and yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job in my evolution, if I do say so myself. Um, 9 times out of 10, you probably are reincarnated. You just have to find out which deity goes to your expression the most. Okay. Um, so I hope y'all doing okay. Just my little brief 2 cents on what's going on in the pandemic. I honestly feel like now I've been noticing like a lot of people are Trump supporters now. Not because they like who he is, but what he's doing. I'm kind of looking at Trump different now because he speaks in a lot of code. Okay. And I do think the reason why a lot of this stuff is shut down now because a lot of prosecutions of y'all favorite celebrities is going on right now, especially with those child pedophile rings. Okay. So not only do you got potentially Obama might be charged with unlawful spying, okay, spying without the proper protocols or the proper permission. You also have the case with Harvey Weinstein, right? So a lot of your favorite celebrities are on house arrest. For example, Ellen's on house arrest, Oprah's on house arrest. A lot of people are being brought down, to actually pay for their crimes, what they've been doing in the old world. I feel like there is like an undercover government who basically wants to keep things how they are, like for the new world order is what they call it. Honestly, I feel like we already been on a new world order. It's called money and capitalism, which I don't have a problem with capitalism, honestly. It does has its downsides, but me objectively observing capitalism, it's kind of the best method. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, so I kind of been looking at everything different. I kind of see why things haven't opened up yet, or people haven't gone back to normal. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of government prosecutions that are taking place, and Trump is responsible for a lot of them. That's why he's widely hated. Okay, because he is cracking down on people's asses. Okay, it's just a lot. It's a lot that's really going on right now. So I kind of understand. For example, the Pizzagate stuff, that stuff about to get blown open. Pizzagate is a child trafficking things like that. I don't know if y'all remember a couple months ago where Oprah was rumored to have been arrested. She was arrested. Like, of course, she's not gonna admit, like, hey, yeah, I was arrested. I'm sorry. I don't answer for my crimes. Her and Ellen are really number one. I feel like once they really get Ellen, that's when this kind of starts going down. So it's a lot of people like Tom Hanks, Madonna, Angelina Jolie, Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, a lot of these people have been arrested. I'm not talking about Supreme Court. I'm talking about like the world court. Like, so Harvey Weinstein was originally facing I think like 53 years in prison, but he took a plea deal. You know, he sold everybody out. And ended up getting like 22 years instead of the 50, because he had a lot of charges coming against him. So yeah, that's kind of like why I think things are taking a little bit of time to kind of open back up, only because like you would start to notice that these celebrities are being prosecuted now. Like, you know, Ellen is daytime TV. Ellen comes on every day, like around 3 or 4 Eastern time, and people are gonna start to wonder, why isn't Ellen back to making her show? Like, why? What's up? It's because Ellen is currently being looked under charges. Hollywood is full of satanic rituals. Not satanic meaning evil, but they have to tap into a different type of darkness, because it's easier for black people to do darker magic and to manifest faster, because we are the divine cosmos. Okay, so just like our background, because to explain the basically as above, so below. Okay, so the same thing that's within you here and the ethers and the night sky, same thing that's in your skin. Okay, same thing like water. Water takes on many forms. It can take on the form of steam, ice, and liquid. Okay, same thing with melanin. Melanin can take many forms: chlorophyll, human skin, and also dark matter, what astrophysicists call it. Okay. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of people are not really privy to, but it's going down. And I remember this is what the Age of Aquarius is about, because it's just like, you want a new world, the old world has to get destroyed. So this is kind of the process of the old world getting destroyed. You see that everybody's realizing how fragile the reality is coming, because, you know, they thought that, you know, the system was actually stable and had backup plans on top of backup plans, but you can see within a matter of a few weeks, everything kind of went crashing down so very easily. Okay, so that is something that y'all really have to pay attention to. But in the meantime, while the world starts out their shit, like Bobby Hemmett said, you should not be worried about what the government's doing. Excuse my language. I'm working on that cussing, because that's not ladylike. You shouldn't be worrying about what the government's doing. You should be worried about what you're doing. And I've been doing readings for people too. Oh, by the way, still doing readings and all that stuff. I actually got a new tarot deck, and I'm excited to try it out. I'm also doing my natal chart readings and stuff too. So of course I'm going to put my email and things in the description and move past that. Okay. But yeah, I did pull some tarot cards here. So I just asked a spirit for a message of the collective, and this is what I got. So first, I'm using the Aleister Crowley deck, okay, and the original Rider-Waite deck, okay. So first and foremost, you got the Three of Wands, okay. Three of Wands represents fire energy, action, when you have a goal, how you go about and physically move to achieve that goal, right? So with the Three of Wands indicates planning and waiting for your ships to come in, okay? Three of Wands represent the type of energy where it's like, okay, I set an intention, now I'm just waiting for my ships to come in, okay? And I feel like collectively that's what everybody's doing. And I've been pulling this for everybody who got in a reading with me. Everybody's in the same card. It's crazy. So with the Three of Wands, it's basically asking everybody to just manifest, plan on what you want, okay? It might still be some delays right now, because like I said, we got the Ace of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Swords represents truth and clarity and a new mental idea, but with it being in reverse, it represents confusion, not knowing the truth, clarity coming soon, just not right now. And also you got the Hangman in reverse too. The Hangman represents surrender, letting go, viewing things from a different perspective. So I feel like that's kind of what everybody's energy is in now. Like everybody's just kind of being a little restless. You know, at first it was, and I can say this too because I'm a part of this collective too. Everybody was really all good like for the first month or so. But now everybody's getting restless, especially Gemini season. I think it's tomorrow. So you know, my birthday coming up. My birthday is next Sunday, y'all. Well, this Sunday, the 24th. And I'm excited. But you know, it's Gemini season. People are not going to stay in the house. Gemini season. Gemini is all about being on the go, being on the you know, constantly on the move, short distance travel, okay? Going to see your auntie's house, then going to the park, then going to your uncle's barbecue. That's Gemini energy, okay? So we ain't got no clarity right now, and on top of that, the overall energy is the moon, okay? So the moon card, hi. So the overall energy is the moon, okay? So not knowing what the fuck is going on, you know, the moon, when you look at it, the celestial body of the moon is very mystical. It's very like a mysterious, hidden. It's like represents the subconscious, represents the things that you can't really put your finger on, but you feel that something is there, okay? That's the overall energy that I did to clarify my Aleister Crowley cards, okay? So yeah, a lot of people in this energy too, releasing anxiety. I feel like this is like an advice card. So the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords represents mental stress, things that keep you up at night, okay? Overthinking at night, like to the point it gives you anxiety that you can't sleep. Insomnia. I've been in this energy for the past week now because I'm dealing with the yes, release. Thank you. That's a perfect example. I've been dealing with a lot of energy, especially from a divine counterpart. Hi, Rashad. Hey, baby. But yeah, so that's the kind of energy I've been in, but I've been releasing it, so I'm glad to see that it's in Nine of Swords. Okay. Also, you got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords represent a new message, new truths coming through. Pages are premature to the kings. Okay, pages are like, you know, y'all seen Game of Thrones. You know, what's that dude's name who was with what's her face? The tall night lady, okay, the guy that was under her, that was following her around, like that's a page. The page trains under the night, okay? So pages are like impulsive, immature energy, right? So eventually, you know, we'll get some clarity on the situation. It just takes a little bit of time. And then at the bottom of the deck, I got the Six of Wands. So victory, clarity, winning. So we'll come out this okay, all right? I just feel like now we should be more in the Three of Wands type of energy. I highly recommend do not be stuck in your house. Do something. Like if you're really overly concerned, okay, take the proper precautions, but don't be a prisoner to your house. Even though I don't feel like that anymore. I know I was watching a video of him, and he was talking about how, you know, the lockdown was similar to jail. He was just like, the stuff that I'm doing now is similar to jail. Like, I go back to my cell block, I go to the commissary and get me some food, and then I come back. I do my work or my service, and then I come back. It's just like jail. So I'm just like, dang, you know, that is kind of, you know, unfortunate. But I am kind of glad to see that, you know, you have to really see, because sometimes it's good to have a balance between the higher chakras and the lower chakras. I talk about this. Yeah, get some sunlight. The coronavirus is killed through sun, okay? It is killed through sunlight, okay? This is why you haven't heard a lot of countries with hot climate, with high coronavirus, high COVID numbers, because it's killed in heat. And then they talking about China's about to get another second wave. Well, yeah, because on the Western Hemisphere, it's spring going into summer, but on the Eastern Hemisphere, it's fall going into winter. Okay, so the Eastern Hemisphere is currently receiving less sunlight than the Western Hemisphere. So it's summer, spring over there. Over here, it's fall, winter over there. So of course they're not gonna get as much sunlight. All right, so you have to take that in consideration too. But yeah, get some sun. I've been taking a lot of vitamin C. I've been taking turmeric, moringa. I haven't really been eating meat like that. I would say 80% of my diet is plant-based. Like sometimes I have a balance and I do want some chicken wings here and there, but if I have chicken wings on Wednesday, I probably won't eat meat until like another 3 weeks or so. Everything is pretty much plant-based. Hey, Kimmy. But yeah, so I really want y'all to know, don't be a prisoner to your own home, okay? Because I really think that I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, with this clarity, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Some people say that Trump has signed his rights over to FEMA so they can start initiating martial law, but then people is opening stuff up back now. I don't really think it's gonna be a second wave. And if you it's a possibility, but I've been looking at the numbers. Like Georgia has been open for over 2 weeks now, right? The population in Georgia is like what, 10 million. Their cases are in deaths are at least 60, 50,000. Okay, that's less percent of the entire population. Okay. Hi D. Oh, my mentor is here. That's less percent of the 1% of the population. Okay. Not to say that, and I hate to say this too, and Show Your Star guys, she did say this too. I feel like, okay, please don't get mad at me, but sometimes higher levels of consciousness, yeah, they are fucking messing with the numbers. Sometimes higher levels of consciousness aren't subjected to human morality. I keep telling that y'all that, like, in the ninth dimension, the things that you care about in the third dimension, they're obsolete. Okay, this is why, you know, when you're working with orishas and things like that and gods, hey, from Barbados, that's what's up. This is why when you're working with the orishas or other deities, they tell you not to use Oshun to pay your rent, because Oshun is like in the ninth dimension. Like, she can't relate to paying your rent. So if you want your rent paid and your earthly duties paid or something like that, you ask your ancestors, because your ancestors can more relate to paying mortgages and paying bills and stuff like that. But Oshun and Nagun, they in the higher levels. Like, oh my God, she not gonna feel a thing if you're homeless. Like, she'll probably rub you and give you a hug, but is she gonna, like, you know, help you? No, that's what your ancestors are for, right? So when you're in higher frames of consciousness, it's really hard to really sustain 3D thinking. And I do think, like, sometimes the people who have went through the die from COVID is kind of like a cleanse. It's honestly kind of like a cleanse, because think about, like, and I use this analogy, Shira Star Goddess, you, like, if you have like a highlight bill, right? And you see it at the end of the month, like, dang, like, you know, my light bill is high. So you're gonna have to make some sacrifices. Sometimes you can't, you know, keep your TV on all night. Sometimes you can't leave your iPod or your iPad charged up all the time to cut back on your electric bill. So it's just, yeah, it's just a cleanse, I feel like, because some people are really not vibrating enough to push the planet into the next form of consciousness. Earth is very behind in terms of its level of ascension and consciousness. Okay, Earth is like really the only planet, due to the systems in place, that's kind of behind in its evolution. Okay, we should have been, you know, in ascending to higher chakras. You should have been ascending to the fifth dimension and above. And, you know, the animals and plants should be doing that too. But the animals and the plants suffer because of humans. Okay, so it's all a cleanse. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're not doing your purpose, you're not gonna be here anymore. It's just is what it is. It's just like, if you're not living in the perfect, if you're not serving the planet, okay, as Black people, it is our duty and our obligation to serve the planet. Okay, serve the planets, okay, and the animals, because Mother Earth is our landlord. Okay, we are the tenants. Okay, we don't have to be here. This planet could explode and create a new one on its own. Okay. So we have to take care of the planet. So if you're not doing that, which most people aren't doing that, most people are littering, most people are just going to work, eating, shitting, drinking, and repeating, you gotta go. You gotta go. So it's unfortunate, but as you know, here, death is not looked at as a bad thing. Death is a transition, and those people are free. So, you know, wherever they may go is a journey through their own soul. So, and you know what's funny? Like, me the other day, like, my mentor, we talked about abundance, and she made me, and that was one of the videos I was going to do too. And I also put an oracle card from Isis, the Isis oracle deck, and it's called Abundance of Sophis. Okay, abundance in many forms is increasing and flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and enjoy the abundance responsibly flowing to you in many forms over and over again. Okay, so like I said, you got to really transmute this. Okay, this is your cocoon. Okay, this lockdown is your cocoon to tap into your superpowers, tap into your abilities, do shadow work, ascend to higher levels of consciousness. And like I said, that's why I wanted to eliminate the name Shadow Gemini, because I feel like that name no longer suits me anymore. I'm learning a lot about myself, especially in Vedic astrology. Um, this whole time I thought I was an asshole. It's just I just don't think on the regular human plane. It doesn't make me insensitive. It's just like humans don't be seeing the bigger picture. Like, you're small and compared to reality. That doesn't mean you don't matter. It's just the things that you worried about don't matter. Okay? And that's what we're trying to do. Okay? We're here to reclaim the planet and reclaim your place and find a talent that you can do. So you can give back to the collective. Okay, I am noticing there's a lot of divine masculines coming through, a lot of, and which gives me hope, because I'm thinking about detoxing on Twitter, because Twitter has a lot of broken people who don't want to do shadow work. It's the same thing with gender wars, and I'm not trying to do all that. So it's really comforting to see that the divine masculine energy. I am meeting more divine masculines. They're not all the way there yet, but it's a start. Okay, it's definitely a start. They're starting to integrate their. Yes, they love the Matrix, honey. Holding on to it for dear life. And then at the bottom of this card, this is interesting too. It says, "Stay true and be in your power." Okay, like I said, this is from the Isis deck, and this is the overall energy. This was at the bottom of the deck when I shuffled this out. Okay, it says, "You are a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live life as you so choose." Meaning, you don't have to be fucking in your house all day. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being. Be free to be you. Okay. My superpower, yeah, you gotta really find your superpower. It just depends. Your superpower are your spiritual gifts. I know I have the power to and I want to tell you about that too. I think I'm potentially an elemental. And what that means is it's a technique that I am probably going to do a video on, that I learned from one of my friends. It's about really just channeling, and it's channeling imagination. Okay, I think my element is fire. Like a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's on Netflix now, so watch that and help that. That's why I said watch anime too, because it'll teach you how to utilize your powers and how to actually build up your ki to do these things. So I'm a psychoanalyzer, so I can literally look at somebody and talk to them for literally 5 seconds, and I can know everything that they're suppressing. I know. It's just like, you can't hide anything from me. Like, I might play dumb, okay, but I'm not dumb. Okay, you can't hide anything from me. So I'm a very good psychoanalyzer. I can literally like tell people's problems without even pulling tarot. Like, people be like, "I'm having issues with this." I'll pull the cards, but it's just like, okay, you didn't even know, like, you know, Scorpio. Yeah, I have a lot of Scorpio influenced things in my chart. I have Pluto in the 8th house, Sun opposite Moon. I mean, Sun opposite Moon, Sun opposite Pluto, Sun trine Pluto, Mars square Pluto, Jupiter and Pluto in the 8th house. I got a lot of 8th house placements, so I'm a very, and I got Scorpio in the 7th house. So, I'm working on elementals now. What I can do is, like, I imagine fire in my hand, and I utilize, or orbs. Like, I create, like, sometimes just to see what I can do, I create orbs in my hand. I remember one time, there's a technique that you can do, because sometimes what they call the archons or parasites, you know, that drain your energy, they attach to the back of your head. I learned a technique from a friend, and he was just like, I just imagine fire in your hand, imagine it blazing, and then put it in the back of your neck. And sometimes he was just like, you're gonna hear some screaming. That's because that's the entity getting attached to you. Okay, it's a lot of things that you can do. I'm a really good shield builder. Okay, if, like, for example, I know how to, like, because I've been learning this from Clover, Black Clover too. It's an anime series. You can really build your mana or your magical power or your aura, and you can either I use it as a shield. So I'm very good at shielding. I'm very good at making orbs in my hand. to protect my aura energy. I'm very good at, I can heal people's chakras. So realize I can do that now. I can heal my own. So I'm trying to heal my solar plexus. I might gather a whole like yellow orb and put it in my solar plexus, and bam, it's healed. It's like a tune-up, like real quick. So it's a lot of stuff that I can do. I honestly think that's why I ain't been dating nobody, because they're not ready. Do you have a video on shielding? No, but I can make one. I saw the word mana before. What exactly? Mana is like your magical ability. It's like mana would be like ki, or it's not like ki. Ki is like energy. Mana would be like your ethereal body. Okay, like the strength of your ethereal body, or like your basically like the energy that's as a result from your kundalini, right? All that energy when your chakras are activated and it comes out the crown. That's I would say that's mine. It's very, very difficult to explain, but I understand it. I would say at least watch Black Clover. It's an anime series. You can go on Kiss Anime. You can go on Funimation and watch it. That's what I've been watching to tap into kind of my magical power. But that is it. Yeah, they're not in my area though. But all my friends are back home in Detroit. You know, I stay in San Diego. So, and I do have my mentor here. She's like the only person I can talk about this, but everybody else I have to kind of relate to them in a 4D, 3D type of way. And sometimes that causes me to be antisocial. But yeah, it's a series called Black Clover. It's an anime series. Just watch anime, period. Like fantasy anime, Naruto. Naruto does sigil magic. They do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm almost done with Hunter x Hunter. That's an anime series too. It's really good. That deals with mana in its own sense, in its own way. But they don't call it mana, and they call it Jesus. What is it called? I should be ashamed of myself. I'm almost done with the series. I don't even know what it's called. But basically, it's their magic power and their magic abilities and what they do. I think Hunter x Hunter is an amazing, it's an amazing series, okay? But yeah, that's all I want to come and tell y'all. I think I'm gonna just wrap this up because it's about to be 30 minutes and you know I got other stuff to do. Like I said, you guys can email me if you want a tarot reading. I am doing those, and plus, like I said, helping y'all helps me. Okay, I feel really good after I do a reading because I feel like I'm a step closer to my purpose, and that helps me weed out the bullshit that I should be focusing on, shouldn't be focusing on. So I'm also doing natal chart readings too. You can email me in regards to those as well. But yeah, I might take this over to Instagram Live and see what they're talking about. I know I'm supposed to be doing a lot of stuff, y'all. I'm supposed to be recording I'm also selling lingerie videos too. So, you know, if you want to see your girl and, you know, some little lingerie, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and, you know, purchase that from a girl, you know what I'm saying, because I am the dark divine. Oh, Pomegranate. This is my baby right here. She's of the Paul Mabel. I don't know how to say that. Bobby hear me say it, but she's like an Afro-Brazilian goddess. I've really been on her a lot, and that's why I put her on my altar, because she's just so, she's just so powerful. She's just, meditate. Yeah, I know I need to meditate. Sometimes you know, it's been a while since I meditated. And like actually sat down and meditated, but I meditate my own ways. Sometimes I do it with wine and alcohol, honey. But that's okay. My email is you can find it. I'll probably put it in my description box. I'll show you. Yeah, I do. Yeah, took a while to get here. Self-love. Actually, I'll make a video on that. Self-love. I actually might talk about that on my Instagram. That's what I would do. I'm gonna go to my Instagram, y'all follow me there, but I just really wanted to do a check-in. Like, y'all know I have been getting your emails. Everybody on Instagram been so supportive. Y'all actually left me, man. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. I can't answer that question about smoking weed. My employer may be watching. But you can use intuition to determine that. But yeah, so I'm gonna head over to IG. I love y'all so much. Like I said, just email me if y'all got any other questions, want to inquire about a reading, or if you just want to talk. Okay, we can talk about that too. So my IG is shy_the_Gemini. So I'm gonna head there, and I will see y'all later.